Hey Mixers, welcome back to another NBA video today. Hopefully you guys had a good day. I did not make any plays in today's 3-game slate. We need to jump into the review of the day before slate where we had a 5-man sweep. The 2 bonus bets that I gave you, then the 3 best bets that I gave you. So I'm going to give away some cash for that. We'll review that, and then we'll jump into the picks for Wednesday, for tomorrow. All right, go ahead and spin this wheel here. We are getting close to 1,000, so pretty soon on full sweep days, we'll be giving away more than one prize. Looks like we have Rashad Thomas. Bro, you are the luckiest guy I know. I think you've won more than anybody. But anyway, you are the winner today again. And let's take a look at what he said. He said, I'm taking a shot on Denny from Portland today, under 14.5 RA. Good luck today, guys. I looked that up, and that did cash. So good call, and thanks for commenting and supporting the channel. All right, guys, so jumping into the 5-man sweep recap. They weren't all players necessarily, but Scotty Barnes over 4.5 assists. He did have 6. Kobe White over 7.5 RA. He had 11. Jalen Brunson under 29.5 points. He had 27. That line closed at 27.5, so you could have still taken the closing line if you wanted to. Raptors versus Cavs plus 115. That did come through. And Trailblazers at the Bucks plus 117. That also came through. I also, by the way, guys, I took a tiny shot, like a quarter unit shot on Portland to win, not Portland, the Pacers to win outright, which they did not. But I did also take them on the spread, and that came through. And then I also took the Kings to win outright and on the spread, and those both also came through. I just thought that the Timberwolves would be, they're looking ahead to the Thunder game that they're playing tomorrow and might overlook the Kings, and just the Kings might accidentally win one. I might have mentioned it in the video. I actually don't remember. But yeah, that is what I bet on privately. I was going to give those out to you, but I just decided not to because they were such long shots anyway. But yeah, 3 out of those 4 bets, because I bet on the 2 money lines and then the 2 spreads. So 3 out of those 4 ended up cashing for me. So I had a great day yesterday. Took the day off. It was only a 3-game slate, and I didn't want to get any bets in it. Now, I know that I bring this up most weeks, but our best bets are at 63%. Our leans are at 73%. Our bonus bets are at 64%. The best bets, 63%, that's incredible. That should be closer to 56% to 60, for someone who's really good. 63% is incredible. We've been very lucky. We might have some bad days. I'm just trying to warn you about that. 73% is insane, and I've literally never seen a hit rate that high for mostly regular line plays. And then bonus bets, that should be closer to 40%, and we're at 64%. Part of the reason that is so high is because, I don't know why, but I have a good nose for sniffing out underdogs in NBA and WNBA for some reason on game bets. I just do. And so that has contributed a lot. But our player bonus bets are probably closer down to around 40%. I don't track those separately, though, so there's no way for me to know for sure. All right, let's jump into the bets for today. Part of the reason our bets percentages are so high, by the way, is because I'm not giving you 12 bets a day like I do in the NFL sometimes. I'm only giving you the best bets that I see on the board. And that's why our percentages are a little bit higher, because I'm being very, very selective on what I'm betting on. That doesn't mean they're always going to hit, though. So this first one here is going to be Brandon Ingram over 1.5 steals and blocks. He's over in 2 of 4 head-to-heads, including once this year. The first 3 games here in the chart were with the Pelicans, and then this other game was obviously this year, recently, just a few games ago. And he's over 62% of games on the season in general. Now, these were all steals. So he got 3 steals against the Pacers, and he does get steals more often than blocks. He's never had a block against the Pacers. So in as far as back as this data goes, which is 2 years, 2 seasons, plus the current season. So the blocks aren't really going to be contributing here necessarily, but he has had blocks in about 50% of his games. So we're getting a coin flip that he gets a block, and then we know he's good for 1 or 2 steals against the Pacers. So I like that we got this for an even line. I think the risk is definitely worth taking, so I will be taking it. All right, the next best bet here is Jakob Poeltl over 11.5 points. Now, this is starting to disappear, so this may not be available in the morning when you see this. It might be bumped to 12, or the payout just might be completely gone, because it was already starting to fall, the payout. But I caught it at a payout that was still, over the 1.65 that I use as like what my minimum for a best bet can be. Other than that, I would have turned it into a lean. So anyway, now this one, there's some risk. So let me go over it. Over in 5 of the 7 head-to-heads, including once this year where he had 22 points. But he's only over in 1 of 5 home games this year, which is this middle chart. And then his away splits are on the other side this year. So he's much better on the road this year at only going over at home once. And that was against the Hornets, who aren't a good team. The Pacers, I don't think, are a good team either. But I'm just throwing it out there that the stats on the splits are completely against us here. And also in that game where he scored 22 against the Pacers, he shot 8 for 9. So he made almost every single shot that he took. And then plus he had like 6 free throws. So, I still think he can get us here with like 4 or 5 made shots and then a couple of free throws. So yeah, I'm betting on it, but I wanted to point out the risk there. One alt line that I love today is Jeremiah Fears over 9.5 points. We've been betting on this guy off and on. I haven't always given it out. I can't remember who I was talking to in the comments, but we were both on Fears the other day. I took his regular line and it cashed against the Mavericks. And that worked out for me, but I didn't give that one out. I should have, I guess, but I just didn't. So alt line over here, he's only missed 1 time. He did have 17 in a head-to-head already this year, and that was their first game of the season. With no John Morant, I think Jeremiah Fears will see his minutes. I mean, he's not going to get his minutes cut, and there's no reason for him not to score in this game. The only issue I could possibly see is if the Grizzlies completely fall flat on their face and the Pelicans win the game, like going away, like a big blowout. And that could happen. I actually could see that happening. Now, I did not. Here are the bets. I did not look at the game bets yet. So like the, underdogs, the spreads. I am going to look at that probably tomorrow. And if I decide to go in on anything that I feel like is not too risky, then I will throw it in the pinned comment and throw it on YouTube as well. But for now, we just have these 2 best bets and then the one alt line here. So if the 2 best bets hit, then all the commenters will be in for the cash prize giveaway like today. So please subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So get your mom to subscribe to my channel. Just kidding. Don't do that. But get your girlfriend to do it. I don't know. She probably doesn't want it either. But hey, she could always win some money by leaving some comments. You guys know that. All right. So anyway, thanks for all the support. I did take the day off yesterday. I am going to try and put out videos for each day of football this week. And so I may have a day off from football coming up this weekend as well, from basketball, I mean. And so I'll just have to pick and choose my spots as best I can. Sorry, guys. All right. Anyway, thanks.